A little bit of a disharmony here. The two songs going on at the same time. There we go. All right, this is what we're looking at today. But before we get into things, let me remind everybody out there, this is not financial advice. This is simply me going through my daily routine. I'm not a professional, and I do not recommend that anybody try what I'm doing unless they have studied and put in the work. And if that's the case, then you will know what to do on your own. This is simply me working things out. I've only been trading for a year and a half, so my skills are not where they will be in the future. This is mostly like just a journal for me to kind of work things out and then come back to it later. Also, maybe to help people who are also new at this to kind of find a place to trade and to ask questions or to find direction, not in the market, but in your education. So this is also kind of just to help other noobs out there like myself. And this is more of an inspirational video than it is an educational video. So we are looking at EURUSD. This is what we traded, or this is basically all I trade is EURUSD. We are going to break it down now. So this is kind of how I do the breakdowns. We're going to go to the daily chart, no, the weekly chart, because I want to see what last week looked like. I want to see what last week looked like. And you can see here, this is last week's candle. We have the high, so that is kind of a resistance. So I got that in red. We have the low, where's our support? So I got that in green. And then we have our closing right there, and that's in gray. And you can see it here. Here is resistance, here is closing, and here is the low support. So that's what we're looking at for the week. And then I take it down a little further. So we'll go from the weekly to the daily. And I'll just see where the interest is. Okay, so where do we have? We have, I'll kind of try to look to see where the sellers stepped in. And you can see up here, the sellers really stepped in up here the previous week. So this is last week, and then the week before that is when they started to really sell. And then we have where the buyers step in to turn things around, right about here in this area. So we'll turn that green to kind of see where that's going on. And then in here we have the 1 hour charts. So we got that, our overall picture. And we can kind of get in a little deeper. So we have the sellers in here stepped in and brought the price down all the way to this area. But let's look at where we're at now. We're still in the land of the sellers on the smaller time frame. On the larger time frame, it's looks like buying season. We have an up move. Got a low, got a high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So there's a chance that we will get a higher, or that price will try to match this area right here. That's what we're going for. But how long will it take for us to get there? That's the question. And that's why we're doing this analysis. So you can see seller stepped in right here, brought price all the way down here before we started getting some resistance. So we got resistance in this area, and then seller stepped in again, brought price all the way down here before we started getting some resistance. And then the seller stepped in, but didn't necessarily take price lower. So you can see we had a bit of a bounce here. then price comes back up here, and then back down to this support area before it goes up again. So it looks like we're going up because we are now above this zone right here. And this was the last place that the sellers really stepped in, was this line right here, this area right here. So this area seems to be very important because we keep going back to it. So if we're on an upward move, then this would make me think that this is refueling the rocket. Price is coming down to here, and people are just trying to buy gasoline at a better price. If you can get it down here, even better. And it came down twice, and then it shot up. And this morning, I was a buyer. So let's go to the 5-minute chart, and let's open up time frames. Let's adjust some of that. I don't really use the Phoenix anymore. I just look at it sometimes. It's just it shows the moving averages. Let's turn some of this off. Fibonacci, yes. Or no, let's turn that to no. Everything will be no, because all we really need to do is see the time frame. That's all we're looking at. Perfect. So yeah, so New York opened, and then I came in around here and I started buying all the way up to this point, at which point price returned down to this level. And you can see it kind of just hovered around this level. So we're still in this area where people are interested in the price. And of course we have the Tokyo open, and price continued from here to go back up. So around this time we have the London close, and that's why you can see London decided it's time to close up shop. Let's stop buying. Let's all go home for the day. And then New York took over and really brought the price down in favor of the dollar, but they couldn't bring it down any further. So we are there's this level here that we seem to be bouncing off right about here. And you can see that's that red bar right there. That we are bouncing off right in here. Oh wait, that's not it. It was right there. So let's get rid of that, because that doesn't really you start putting too many details on your chart and your brain will just like, what am I looking at? So you want to keep it as simple as possible. That's why I don't use any indicators. I try not to use too many even graphic elements. So like this, I can understand, okay, this is an area of interest right here, so I really don't need this. So I get rid of it. And I also don't need the time frames. Once I have a general idea of the time frames, then I just turn that setting off, and I can just eyeball the rest. But there's people whose charts are just full of stuff, and I just don't know how they do it. I'll see something like this. I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong. I'm just saying I don't understand it myself. They'll have all kinds of bars crossing this way and that way, and then they'll put a line here, and they'll say, okay, it's going down, it's coming up, and if it crosses that, I'm buying. And it's too much for me. I'm trying to, and I used to do that too. But in everything I do, in art, in streaming, in work, I try to simplify things as much as possible, simply to keep my brain uncluttered. Because I mean, look at this. I try to unclutter my studio here, and it feels even more cluttered. So I got to simplify that. I'm going to re-clean all this. Probably just going to take down all the pictures in the back, or put less pictures. Or no, I like the pictures. I might just remove the 3D printers here, and maybe I don't know. See, it's already getting too cluttered in my head. But let's get back to the trading. So I was a buyer all morning, and it worked for me until the afternoon. And then, I've kind of been sitting in drawdown for a while, since about 12 o'clock in this area right here, 12 o'clock New York time. Until now, I'm starting to get back in the money, which is nice. And I am expecting price to test this area up here where the I don't want to say the seller stepped in right here, even though we know that the seller stepped in right here because we can see it. But my goal right now in the immediate future is this point right here. That's where I think price is headed. So I'll probably look at about closing my trades in here, in this little area right here. So from 102 to about 103 is where I'll start really monitoring. And it might get there tonight in the London session, and I'll be awake during that. So I will keep watching. And I'm not looking to open any more trades until New York tomorrow. So that is essentially what I'm expecting. A move like this to go up, maybe come down a little bit, and then back to it. This is the move I'm looking for because we did break above. You can see right here, we broke above, and then we bounced off. So we made this move on the smaller time frame. Now I'm just expecting to see it on a bigger time frame. And this, if you remember, and from other videos, hey, trade with Donald. I'm doing good. Pretty good today, actually. Made some really good trades in the New York session. So we're doing all right today. And so that's that's kind of threw me off. But yeah, this is the move we're looking at happening on the small time frame, and then on the larger time frame, this is the daily. So we might see price. It'll take a couple days, maybe. I hope it happens in the London session, but we'll see. I don't like staying in trades as longer than 2 hours, and unfortunately, sometimes you get stuck in these long trades, the swing trades. I like scalping. Scalping's fun. It's easy. It's you're in, you're out, you're done. But as my account grows, I'm sure I will love swinging a lot more. Anyway, let's that's what I'm looking at. That's the plan. I'm expecting price to come up to here, at least in that area, maybe a little higher. So anywhere between there. Most of what I'm being taught how to scalp especially is from Jasper Forex. You can see right there. I heard him on the Etienne Desire to Trade podcast, and then I seeked him out and took up a mentorship under him. And he's really helped me to see all this. If you're looking for a mentor, he's a really good one. Loves talking about trading. And that's really all I ask for. You got to find somebody that loves the trade. So we can start, we'll do a little bit in the Forex Tester. We got price. Remember the last time we were here, we can look at our days processed. We have 8 days. We have months, almost not a full month. Our total trades are 118. Our profitable trades are 88. Our losses are 30. And consecutive profits, 11. So we're averaging about 11 wins to 3 losses. So we got to watch out for those three bad trades, because that's what's going to get us. That is why we are net profit negative 294, and our total loss is $1,000 because we are losing. We need to learn how to close with style. Unfortunately, I think what's going on here is that we don't have enough information to really make a educated guess. This is January from 2001. Fundamentals might come in handy, but I generally don't use fundamentals. I just don't trade the news at all. I stay away from news events. If I happen to be in the trade when a news event hits, I kind of just watch it, and if it starts going too crazy, I'll either close the trade or I'll let it ride. It usually depends. But let's go ahead and let's reset everything. Kind of do the breakdown like we normally do. We'll just delete everything here and start fresh. And the program I'm using, LimePact. Welcome to the stream. We're doing some demo trading, trying to get better every day. So let's look at the weekly, which, see, we barely have enough information for a weekly chart. But we have got this one back here, so we can put in graphic element. We'll put in the high of last week. Let's edit that a little bit. We're going to make that green. And we'll make that very thick. There we go. Does not look green. Went straight to yellow. So lime. Yeah, lime green. I like lime green. Okay. So just like we were doing on the chart just now, we're just going to break it down. Then another horizontal bar down here. We'll change that one to red. Or wait, I got them backwards. We got to change this one to red. Let me see what time it is. I might have to get ready a lot sooner for work, so we might have to do this tomorrow. So we got the high, the low, and then we'll put the closing bar right there. We'll make that gray, dim gray, perfect. And so that gives us a little bit of an idea of where we're going and what to expect. Trying to... And this is the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. So we are still headed south. So chances are we might bounce off support. That's what we're looking at from the trend here. We're going to go down to support and then bounce up. So it might profit us to look at selling. So let's go in a little deeper. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Let's see what the current big move is. The current big move here is the seller stepped in up here, brought price right here. So we have, let's see, trend line. We have a little bit of resistance right there. The buyer stepped in, but the sellers quickly came in and sold. We got resistance right here until we came down again right there. So let's get in another. We have a nice, nope, that's not what I wanted. Trend line. We got the seller stepped in, and then right here we have our zone. We got our resistance, we got our support, we got a bounce here, and it looks like we're going in for another bounce, and we might break it. So this is Tokyo, London. We might have a break during the New York session. So let's just watch what happens during London before we even consider buying or selling anything. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. Let it play out. It's going towards support. Here, let's change this color so that we can really know that what we're looking at. And there's that information. I might actually get in. This is London, so yeah, I might step in and trade a little bit during London. I'm gonna go ahead and put in a sell order, and we'll see how it goes. Bam, closed. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. Open another sell order, and we'll see how it goes. There we go. Man, fantastic. The top down, I can't even stress how important top down analysis is, because I used to have such a hard time with it. I had a hard time with finding direction. Which direction is the market going? And then I would sit in the market in order to gauge it. I would start trading, but I would get on the program and I would watch the chart, and I would sit there and I would watch and watch and watch, and then I would see, okay, where's the market? It's going, all right. And then I would make my decision. Okay, it's going this way. And then Jean, who I showed you earlier from Jasper Forex, would do his live videos, and this one's a really good one. The newest video he posted, January 8th, right there. This is his latest. He really breaks down the top-down analysis and shows you how to break it down. And when I started watching that and he started explaining that to me when we had our one-on-ones, it really, really helped me to understand, oh, okay, because I didn't know what I was doing with the top-down analysis. It was always like, what am I looking for exactly? How am I, where's the support? Where's the resistance? But having somebody really guide you through it and explain it to you is priceless. Because we just saw right now when I said, okay, it's going for support, so I could probably start selling. And bam, this isn't even my session. This is a London session that we're trading in, and already 2 good trades in. We're at 208. So it's pretty good. Feeling pretty good. The confidence level is starting to go up, and that's really what's important, is to get your confidence level up so that you're not double second guessing yourself. I was gonna say double guessing. You're not second guessing yourself when you're trading. You stand with your decisions, come win or loss, and that's really what's important. It's all in the mind, as George Harrison would say. It's all in the mind. So let's continue. We have already have this big candle, so I'm probably going to slow down a little bit as we come to the support zone, and I'll probably wait for a higher bounce up before we start selling again. And if price continues down, then I'll just sit it out and wait for New York to open. Okay, so we are, see, it looks like it's bouncing up. I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable opening. I'm going to go in with a smaller number this time, and we'll just we'll start putting in our sell orders, and it might go up a little bit, but I am expecting price to come down. So let's go ahead and see what happens. We got that bounce off support. If it goes higher, I will open another sell. If not, we'll just wait. And we did good. We did good here. I kind of wish I would have put in another sell up there. So we are getting closer to... No, we're still in the early hours of the London session. And see, that's our bounce right there. Bounce, bounce. It might go up until New York opens, and then New York might bring it down again. You can see right there, we almost had an N formation. Let's see, where is the polyline? We had it come up, it come down, price started to go up, but then the end formation failed. And let's try and delete that. All right. So you got to watch out for that too. You can't get into the, even though I trust the information, the N formation, and that's my jam. If I get in too soon, like what happened here, it could have ended bad because price is continuing to go down. And if we look on the higher time frame, we had kind of a reverse N going on right here. So let's go right here. See, we had the price come down, price went up, and then price down again. So that is the reverse N that we usually trade for a sell. And then the regular N is what we trade for a buy. But you can see in between our greater support and resistance, we're kind of in the middle here. So price is, who knows what could happen. And that's why I like scalping too, because you can trade in the middle as long as you're taking those small trades and you're going with your bigger direction. So our bigger direction is a sell. We're going to keep going that way. Let's continue to see. Prices, oh, just can't, doesn't seem to. Okay, so here we're seeing the reverse N develop. We got a big move, got a small move up. This one might create another small green candle, and then we'll have the big drop. Let's see how correct I am. And it's probability. We're just looking, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. That's probably what's going to happen. But we have to stay ready. If it goes up and then drops, but then bounces again off the support, we have to be ready to stay seller, or we have to be ready to change into a buyer. And I mean, we'll see. I'm probably going to end up putting a sell in. I'll probably sell it. Because that is the direction we've been in. And if it doesn't sell, then it looks like it's going to be a buy. You have to constantly remember, just because we have this 35 pip stop loss right here does not mean we have to take it. At this point, you know, I can stay in it or I can get out, and I'm still really trusting my bias, so I'm going to stay in it. And this is why I decided to switch to a 0.02 instead of a 0.05, because I want to be able to manage that risk a lot better. If I was at 0.05, we would already be like $5 maybe. So as the price goes higher though, I am going to take my take profit lower. So I'm going to put it at support. And then we'll watch and see. Might put in another, actually I'm definitely going to put in another sell order. And then just wait to see. And there we go. Okay, if it goes up again, I'm going to sell it. Come on, go up a little bit more. I want to see a little bit more. And I may have missed the boat. I think I missed it. But that's fine, because there's always going to be other trades. That's the thing. It's good to be in trades, but you don't have to be in trades. You can pace yourself and you can wait. And just the mentality, the thought that has to keep going through your head is there will always be another opportunity. There will always, today is not the last day to trade. Tomorrow is another day, and then next week is another day, or another week, and then next month there will always be another trade. You do not have to be in a trade just because you're at the screen. I could have sold here. I should have, but I didn't. So now I'm just waiting to see if price comes up again, and then I'll sell it. If it comes to this area right here, I'll sell it. And that is exactly what I'm looking for. Something like that. and I missed. Okay, I'm gonna get in here because this looks like a good opportunity. And then if it comes up again, because we see there's that N, up, down, up, it's probably going to come up. We may even be challenging this area right here where the seller stepped in right there. We're probably, hey, price could go up to there. So I'm going to keep a careful watch. And if it does, I'm going to keep selling it. Come on, I want a better price. Give me that good sell. And here comes New York. What is going to happen when New York opens? Bam. Looks like New York. Here it comes. What do we got? Ooh, price is going down. No, price is going up. Okay, I'm selling it. Let's sell it. Ooh, that was easy. That was easy. And sometimes it is just that easy, but a lot of the times it's tricky. This is like right now I feel really, really good. I'm feeling super confident. I feel like I know what I'm doing. And it's like if you've ever in a dream, if you ever fly in a dream, it feels crazy. And for me, when I start flying in my dreams, I become aware that I'm flying and I can start to get excited, and I have to calm myself down because if I get too excited in my dreams when I'm flying, I wake up. It's crazy, but like every time I'm flying in a dream, I can feel myself start to get excited and then I wake up. So it's kind of like what I'm feeling now. I'm getting excited and it's like, man, this is perfect. I'm doing good. I maybe I need to wake up and stop trading. But I can't. I have to learn how to manage that. Just like in my dreams, if I can teach myself not to get excited in my dreams, I can fly forever. So it's just like this. If I can just teach myself not to get that huge ego, not to get overconfident, and just to stay in the zone and keep watching. So if it does turn, I can just stop everything and turn buyer. Otherwise, this can get really bad really fast. So let's see what happens. And we are still doing good. I said this was going to be the price to watch out for. And I'm still watching out, but I still think that price is going to come back down to support. And that's the play we're making. We are still sellers. But we are selling green candles. And there we go. Now our big trade is in. Looks like a big news event right now. There we go. Come on. Make daddy happy. And bam. We had that nice long trade from here to here. That's pretty good. Okay, so we are still sellers. That's really good, actually. I'm really happy with the progress I'm making. Let's sell that one. I think I might. No, see, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to increase my size a little bit. Let's go to a 4. Let's double it. Let's sell it. And this is what happens. You start getting a little bit confident, maybe a little too confident. You start increasing your size, and let's see what happens. Are we going to get another drop? Are we going to fulfill this shadow right here? Or is this the sign that the turn is here and we're on the wrong side? We should have been buying. Let's find out. Nope. Oh, man. This is dangerous. We're on dangerous ground because we're doing way too good. We're doing way too good. But let's wait for that next. I'm going to sell this. We are at resistance. At support. And from the looks of it, support has become resistance. So let's go in with our new size and sell it. Oh my goodness. I know this is just demo trading and practice, and this is way historical, but it's the fact that I'm actually able to see these now that's got me excited. That really has me like, I think I know what I'm doing now. I really think I'm starting to understand. And it really makes me appreciate Jean and the things that he's taught me last year. Because I'm really starting, things are really starting to click. And where are we? We are at 10:10. So normally this is about the time I step away and I'm done for the day. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we've been about 30 minutes. All right. So we've discussed top-down analysis. And on the real chart, I'm a buyer. And in trading, in the tests, I was a seller. And I did the same thing that I did on the real chart, except it was a test. This was a demo account. And I broke down last week and then measured it against this week. And then I looked at the smaller time frame where we're at. And I created a support and resistance here. We saw where it was. We played that. And we did pretty good. We started this session with $208 and now we are $217. So we made about $9. And we were trading really small at first. Towards the end, we doubled our trade. And I don't know, let's just throw one more trade in there. Okay, I'm going to open a sell. And let's see how this last trade goes. Bam, instantly. So finding direction is really, really important because once you've established that, the rest is just staying focused and monitoring. Because even with this trade here where price was way against us, I kind of just, okay, as price goes higher, extended the take profit and that balanced everything out. So we are at $218, $10 in profit today. Of course, this is a demo account. But it's not so much, is it a demo account? No, it's like, what are we learning during the demo, during the practice? And we are learning a lot, which I think proves we got to do this constantly to get better. And I'm trying to make this year the year that I become a profitable trader. In fact, I'm trying to make this the half of a year. I'm trying to make from right now till about June will put me at 2 years of trading. And my goal was to be good in 1 year and I got okay. So I had to set a new goal. In 2 years, I'm going to be profitable and we are well on our way. This kind of really helps me with my confidence, and I recommend it if you don't have Forex Tester 5, or if you're not demo trading on TradingView, I highly recommend to start because this is probably one of the only ways to get better. Think of it in terms of sports player. If you play baseball, you're going to be out there practicing your swing, practicing hitting that ball, practicing making sure you know where that ball's coming from. If you play basketball, you're going to be shooting those your three points, 2-pointers, layups. You're going to be practicing, you're going to be drilling. So trading is the same way. Why wouldn't you practice outside of your trading day? Just practice makes progress, as Jim Quick would say, and progress is what we're all looking for. We're not looking for perfection. We're just looking to get better. So that was a really good session. Man, I got to start doing these more often because this is fun. This is fun for me. And I hope it was fun for you. Anyways, I got to go eat dinner. Trade with Donald, thanks so much for stopping by. Linepack, thank you too. If you have any questions, I'm always free and willing to talk about it. Like, I love talking about trading. This is one of the things that makes me, I like talking about paper crafts. I like talking about trading. So I know Linepack, you're in the Discord. I mean, shoot me a question. I'll happily answer. Anyway, always remember, oh, that one viewer in the back, thank you so much for always being there too. I haven't forgotten about you. We'll never forget about you. Thank you for being there constantly. And always remember, neurons that fire together, wire together. And I'll see you next time. That was a really good session, huh? Man, I really wasn't expecting to nail it like that. Confidence is key.